ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard the third episode of Aviation Weekly. Today we're going to be talking about British Airways ordering some more aircraft, as well as Boeing 777X and 737 MAX aircraft deliveries are being delayed due to certification concerns, as well as the United Kingdom Civil Aviation Authority is taking action against Wizz Air due to high volume of passenger complaints, as well as Delta Airlines operating a new Sky Club at JFK International Airport, all of which will be covered in today's video. So make sure to like, subscribe, and share, and let's get right into British Airways ordering more aircraft. Okay, so now let's talk about British Airways adding 6 more Boeing 787-10 orders, and yeah, that's pretty much it. They just ordered it. They were options, and now they've turned into firm orders, according to their parent company, International Airline Group. These 787-10s will be delivered somewhere between 2025 and 2026, and it is to restore capacity in British Airways' premium wide-body fleet. But despite strong revenues, British Airways is yet to exceed its 2019 capacity. So that means they're actually going down right now, because they don't have enough capacity, but they still have strong revenues, which is good. But at the same time, they don't have enough capacity as they did in 2019, pre-pandemic. So their parent company revealed that it converted 6 787-10 options for the flag carrier of the United Kingdom into firm orders. They're also thinking they might order 6 more, but that will be maybe end of this year or next year. But it doesn't look like so, but they have still considered the option. So this just shows you that they're keeping the momentum going. They need to restore their airlines' wide body capacity, because right now their capacity is lower than pre-pandemic, when it should be way higher than pre-pandemic, but it's way lower. However, even though they don't have enough capacity, it is reporting record profits. Like Heathrow is becoming busier and busier, and British Airways is like booming right now. It is reporting record profits, like double, triple times the pre-pandemic profits, because there's so many people who need to get out of their house and need to travel because it's post-pandemic, and people need to travel because they've been stuck at home for like 2-3 years because of the pandemic, and now they're all going. So British Airways is taking this into hand, and they're ordering more aircraft so they can bring back the capacity of their pre-pandemic capacity. So for instance, it's also increasing its confidence as well. For instance, it converted from 10 A320neo options to firm deliveries. Those are expected to come in 2028 or 2029 to replace the airline's short-haul services. It's also, since the International Airline Group, British Airways' parent company, also owns Iberia. It's a Spanish airline. They're also converting an Iberia A350-900 into a firm order. The group also concluded, this is what they had to say about the wide-body order conversions. The firm aircraft will be delivered in 2025 and 2026 and will be used by British Airways and Iberia to restore capacity in airlines' long-haul fleets. So they're gonna be sharing, right? They're gonna be sharing. It's like brother and sister. You're gonna be sharing the same thing, but they're gonna, stay the different liveries and stuff. But still shows you that they need to get back to the capacity they had pre-pandemic. However, so International Airline Group, okay? I think it has a couple of airlines, but the big ones are British Airways and Iberia. But somehow British Airways is the only airline that the International Airline Group has that doesn't have that, how should I say this? Doesn't have the 2019 capacity. So, but there is still hope. The airline CEO, Sean Doyle, is showing his intent on increasing customer confidence in service, and so he's just confident, and he needs to change a lot of a lot of aspects of this airline. Like there was a report, I think, a couple of days ago about some passengers were only given a single piece of KFC on the flight because the catering carts were not being properly chilled. So they have a lot of change they got to do. But before I end this off, I want to let you know about all the wide bodies British Airways has. They have 3 models of the 787, 787-12, 787-8s, 18 787-9s, and 7 787-10s. The last, I think most of them came last month, so they're pretty new. But then other wide bodies, they have 59 777s. They also have A330 Neos, or I think A330 900s on wet lease. They also have 15 A350 1000s and around 12 A380s, most of which are currently in storage because, many airlines have vaulted them and they're selling the parts and everything. So yeah, the 787-10s are currently operating to Chicago O'Hare, Houston Intercontinental, Newark Liberty, Toronto Pearson. And also, it's also suspected that they will be starting to fly to Kuwait and Dubai. And I think this is going to be the flagship carrier for British Airways, as they've already said that this probably will. So what are your thoughts on this? Let me know. But now let's dive into Boeing 777X and 737 MAX certification delays. So let's hop right into that. Okay, so now let's talk about Boeing 777X and 737 MAX certification delays could lead to significant order cancellations or delays. Boeing is already dealing with $1 billion of abnormal production costs concerning the 777X program. So Boeing delays, these delays are basically certification, and mechanical failures and stuff, and Boeing delays could lead to reductions in backlog and significant order cancellations, according to Boeing. Emirates, the biggest customer of the 777X, has already reduced the order book, and they have started to order more smaller Dreamliners or 777-8s, and has threatened to cancel the entire program if there are any further delays. So I'm saying they order like 100 777Xs. They cancel the entire program. That's billions of dollars in loss for Boeing. The expenses for the 777X project have been significant, with abnormal production costs expected to reach around $1 billion by the time production restarts. Despite this, Boeing is still saying that the 777X will start having deliveries in 2025, but challenges are still facing Boeing, as this is what they say. If we remain unable to deliver 737 aircraft in China for an extended period of time, and or entry into the service of 777X, 737-7, or 737-10 is further delayed, we may experience reductions to backlog and or order cancellation. So I'm already showing you this is like, it's like the end of Boeing right now. Emirates is threatening to cancel it. Boeing noted that aircraft cancellations totaled around $10,061 million. I don't even know how many billions that is, and primarily relate to the 737 aircraft. There has been a net decrease of 777X and 737 aircraft. And Emirates, the president of Emirates, Sir Tim Clark, outspoke about Boeing's 777X timeline, and he previously had complained about having to keep the older A380s longer because these 777Xs are not being able to deliver. But apparently Boeing let Emirates have a 777X that's going to be delivered next year to them. I don't know, but they pretty much already confirmed that they were going to give a 777X next year. I don't know why he's complaining about this, but I don't know. This is kind of weird, but this is what Sir Tim Clark, the president of Emirates, had to say. If it goes beyond 2023 and if it goes on for another year, we probably cancel the program. What else can we do? We cannot continue the way we are. Boeing really needs to get their act together and get this aircraft sorted. So he's saying, basically what he's trying to explain is that he has to keep the A380s, right? Because he has to keep the demand, right? And this is a costly project for Boeing, as they're going to be canceling. It's their loss, but they're trying their best as well. And that's pretty much it. But I'm still very. I think this is the end of Boeing. But what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. And now we're going to talk about the United Kingdom Civil Aviation Association taking action against Wizz Air. Okay, so now let's talk about United Kingdom Civil Aviation Authority taking action against Wizz Air after a high volume of passenger complaints. Wizz Air is a low-cost carrier based in Europe, and it is facing enforcement actions over customer complaints highlighting violation of passenger rights. So basically, the UK Civil Aviation Authority said airlines must meet their obligations to passengers when they cancel or delay a flight. We will not hesitate to step in if we believe that airlines are not consistently doing this. So basically, they're trying to say that that Wizz Air is not giving compensation. It's not giving hotels, and if your flight gets canceled and you gotta go the next day, they're not giving you a hotel. They're not giving you a voucher, food voucher. They're not giving anything. But Wizz Air already is engaging with the Civil Aviation Authority's action. They are pledging to reduce cancellations as well as to improve the way it handles compensation claims. And they've also invested over $117 million, or 90 million pounds. So they will have a good operation side to their airline. But the Civil Aviation Authority will continue to monitor Wizz Air because they do not accept. They do not accept this type of misjudgment to passengers or uncompensated passengers. They do not accept this, and they will take legal action if they have to against the company. And Wizz Air does not want that. So it's pledging and it's investing money in making their operations better and better. But I don't know, it's kind of their fault, but they're gonna fix this. They gotta pay for it. Okay, so now let's talk about Delta Airlines opening a new Sky Club in JFK, and I'm going to talk about why this is huge for the Delta. So now let's talk about Delta Airlines opening a new Sky Club at JFK Terminal 4. Delta Airlines has opened a new Sky Club lounge in JFK Terminal 4 near Gate A7, featuring a modern design, spacious eating area for over 250 guests. That's a lot of guests. And the lounge is inspired by the look of New York City, a cozy ambience, 360-degree bar, and views of all the runways at JFK. The lounge will also offer food prepared by local chef Eliza Healer, showcasing her unique take on Jewish deli staples, as well as Delta's local flavor program. The Atlanta, Georgia-based Delta Airlines has officially revealed this. It was a long time coming, but now we have it because there's a lot of people, a lot of passengers that need these lounges because flying first class. But many of the lounges are outdated. There's not enough space for them. But this Sky Club lounge is a large-scale upgrade. It's nearly 14,000 square feet and can seat over 250 guests. And it also has a huge sky deck. And if you combine it with the existing lounge at Concourse B, it can hold over 800 guests at the same time, which is huge because that's that's a lot. That's a lot. Okay. But it's good for them, and this is what they said. The managing director, the Delta Sky Club, Cloud Rosso, said this new club is beautifully designed and packed with special details that reflect the magic of New York City. But much more important, that it's a place where our people can deliver Delta Sky Club's signature hospitality, making each guest feel welcomed and cared for from the moment they step inside. So it's a unique addition to their airline, and that's huge because well, finally we have some lounges that are not outdated and they're new and they're not dirty. And there's been a lot of complaints about that because people are paying hundreds of thousands of dollars on first class and they're not even getting this treatment, but now they're giving good treatment. Okay, so that's all I have today. Thank you so much for watching the last episode of sorry, not the last episode, the third episode of Aviation Weekly. Today was a little bit of a shorter day, still a little long, but it was pretty shorter than last time. And I thank you again for flying with us, and we hope to see you aboard again. Thank you, and have a great day.